Welcome to Watch Symposium. I'm Austin. All right, so here I am in front of a Rolex AD, the same Rolex AD that I was at about a week ago. And let's drop by. Let's see if they have you-know-what. Now, I'm actually wearing the same dirty shoes and the same Seiko watch. So I didn't take Where Car 54's advice. I didn't slap on a suit and a Rolex, and for that reason I'm sure they're not going to get the multitude of GMTs out from the safe for me. Damn. On a serious note, not too serious a note, we're talking watches, but I had a commenter, a viewer. I want to say DeMarco is the name. Anyway, I'll credit him in the description of the video and put exactly what he posted, but he had some great advice, and it's the real advice, the true advice. Not getting all dolled up to go to Rolex, like they're gonna filter you out if you don't, but the real advice of how to probably get a Rolex GMT. And this is not something I'm gonna do, but I just thought I'd make a video about it because I think it's probably the best way to do it. You develop a relationship, and how do you do that? With your wallet. You become a good customer, basically, and they look after you, and it makes sense. And if I remember correctly, this is exactly what this gentleman did. He bought some other pieces or another piece and got in their good graces, and that makes perfect sense. Now, it raises an interesting point, and that is this. If they have a Rolex GMT and they sell it to me, they're going to make one sale. But if they sell it to a good customer, then they can make two sales. So why sell a one-off GMT to me and get nothing out of it when you can take care of your good customer and keep that relationship going, and they'll buy watches, and if you do this and sort of word gets around that this works, then they're going to sell watches that they otherwise wouldn't sell, so that customer could get the GMT or another hot watch. So it makes good sense, and that's one way that they could help move pieces that otherwise wouldn't move. If I, if I had a lot of capital to work with, why not? I mean, I could seriously deal with a Oyster Perpetual or a Date Just. I could get some use out of it, enjoyment out of it. And if that got me closer to a GMT Master 2 ceramic, it would even more so justify the purchase of those watches I probably otherwise wouldn't be interested in. Now, I dropped by to look for the GMT, and so I don't know if there is the belief that I want one. I'm sort of wrapped up in the desirability of them and the fact they're selling for twice what they're being sold for at an AD, and I'm caught up in that, admittedly. Okay, if you could go into an AD and they had BLNRs and BLROs aplenty, I'd look, I'd touch, but I wouldn't buy. I wouldn't want to. Okay, I'm just more of a vintage guy. I like the aesthetic more. Love the internals, of course, of the newer versions. But my whole point is just that I'm really not in the market for ceramic GMT. But if I go in there right now, and I haven't been in there yet, and there's one there, what am I going to do? Honestly, guys, I will probably head to the bank, and I'll probably get it. And Then the difficulty starts. What to do with it? Do I keep it? And you kind of want to get some use out of it. Wear it. Have some fun with it. Put it on your wrist. But if you do that, then all of a sudden, you know, it's your watch. Or you can try to flip it. Head down to where the watch shops are, the Nakano, and try to make some money. And that would be the most sensible thing to do. That would be what I should do. There's something in me as a watch person. I would hate to do that. I would hate to see such a desirable watch come and go, even if I did get something out of it. And it would give me sort of a creepy feeling to be a part of that. But honestly, at the end of the day, it could be a quick buck, and I probably would do it. Or I would keep it and try to learn to love it. And could I learn to love it? You know, I probably could. I probably could. And in fact, in a year, I would probably say, I don't know why people are buying these pre-ceramics. I mean, why do you want to go for these old clunkers and whatnot? I mean, look, I think a year of looking down and appreciating it and having this sense of having a really special and sought-after watch, I could come around. I could start to like the maxi dial. But honestly, right now, as of this moment, I do prefer the other aesthetic. Yeah, anyway, it's odd because if ever there was a textbook case of supply and demand and a lack of supply just working somebody's mind, it's me. It's me, okay? I'm a textbook example of it. I mean, you're looking at a guy that would head to the bank because this is a desirable and sought after and unobtainable model. And that's pretty much it. You give me a surplus, you give me not quite interested anymore. I'm not quite as interested anymore. So now I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna look, and it's likely not gonna be there, but I have two questions. Okay? Question one is, how can I get one? And I'm gonna ask the person behind the counter, I wanna buy one, how can I get one? Okay, that's question one. Question two, after I get the answer, is I'm gonna say, if I buy other watches, will that get me closer to getting one? Let's see what they say, all right? Okay guys, I thought I'd get a little footage of the shoes. These are the dirty shoes. Now, they don't look so bad, but the real dirty part, here, check this out. Oh. I don't know if you guys can see, look at that. That's pretty bad. Okay, there are actually two marks there. And what happened was, I was on a train, and this is what you get when you wear light colored suede leather shoes on a crowded train, but somebody with, you know, business shoes, black polished shoes, brushed their shoe against my shoe. And it's actually two there. It was a woman, I think, okay? I didn't even notice, and then I got off the train, and I do remember somebody's foot hitting my foot, and it's that front one, okay? And then about a week after that, the other one happened. And so these are sort of my train shoes. I've got another pair exactly like it that I wear, you know, if I have something decent to do, you know, if I don't want you know, scuffed, dirty shoes, but these are what I wear when I really just don't care. And today's one of those days. And actually, you can't even really see the scuff so much because, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I had a viewer wanting to see them, so there they are. Not as bad as you thought, huh? Okay, guys. So no GMT Master 2. Now, I asked the guy behind the counter about it, and the second I said GMT, he started kind of smiling and giggling to himself because he probably has people asking him about this watch all the time. And I said, essentially, how can I get this watch? And he takes a deep breath and he says, it's a really popular model now, and it's really difficult. And I said, do you have any advice for me? Like, how can I do it? And again, he really didn't have any advice. And I said, I looked at some other watches. I looked over and I said, if I get another watch, will that sort of bring me closer to being able to obtain it? And he took a big suck of air through his teeth and said no. Okay, well, he said, Mushiwake arimasen. No, I'm messing my Japanese up. Mushiwake nai, Mushiwake gozaimasen, sumimasen, or something like that. It means like I'm really sorry, but no. Okay. All right, and yeah, I basically said, so I just should stop by a lot, and he was pretty much like, yeah, that's really all you can do. So according to him, they are put in the case and first come, first serve. So there you go. All right, well, oh no, but I'm sure it did have to do with this. I'm sure this was the real culprit. Oh, cost me a GMT Pepsi. Take care. Thanks for watching. See you next time.